movie Saw, the scary movie Saw.
Oh,
Go look at
Saw. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the scary movie Saw. That's what that shit was all about. And you look at, and you see plenty of movies. The movie Get Out, the movie Would You Rather, the movie Saw, and it's always about these sadistic, crazy, fucking cuckoo people who put you in these horrible gaming like situations where where you're gonna be faced, with your death if you don't complete this particular task, right? So, and they always show you in the horror movies how they're always after the children. Freddy Krueger, he's forever trying to haunt the children. And Jason, Chucky. When you look at,
let me just go back to your previous thought real quick. I just found something I wanted to share with you.
Okay.
Do you remember contact tracing?
No.
During COVID, they could tell who you've been around, and you might have been around somebody who was infected.
Yeah,
and now
I remember. Okay, I didn't know that's what it was called.
You're right. And they were using it through people's phones and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how the internet cannot eliminate child pornography, the root demand for child trafficking, but can censor, block, and delete all conspiracy theories and facts. And contact traces those who've been in contact with COVID, but not those who steal and molest kids. Remember, there's a huge list of sex offenders in your neighborhood, but we can't use contact tracing on them. But we can use contact tracing on your ass to see if you've been around somebody who had COVID versus seeing if you've been around a pedophile.
Right.
And this system is owned, operated, financed by the crooks. Who investigates the cops when they break crimes? Internal affairs. Who is internal affairs? The goddamn police. The people who broke the law and the people who are in charge of investigating the people who broke the law are the people who broke the law.
Yep. Investigate yourself. Oh no, nigga said, and you think you safe in Texas? Oh, I know I'm safe in Texas. You know why I know I'm safe in Texas? Because I got the magic and the sorcery that keep me safe in Texas. See, I know I'm safe anywhere I travel. You put me anywhere on the face of the planet of the globe, these fucking algorithms ain't gonna miss. See that, and I know for a fact life is a game of Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone in this bitch, and I don't play no games. I play all role-playing games. I welcome all Dungeons and Dragons, bro. I'm talking to the dude that was in my comments that told me you think you're safe in Texas. So the thing that I be getting on is that pedophilia is a form of malevolent sorcery and magic. They do pedophile rituals. They sacrifice women. They do pedivore rituals, where it's the drinking the blood and the eating of the flesh. They do a lot of mutilation, and a lot of the stuff was getting leaked by that QAnon movement when Trump was in office. But before Trump was in office, I was already, exposing the Rainbow Booty Boy gang. And so my thing is this, a big statistic, like, and Dr. Umar has said this in one of his statistics, of the people that he's dealt with the psychological counseling and things of that nature, that, more, and this crazy that the psychology got statistics almost mirror that. He said like over 70% of the people that he encountered that were homosexual were that way because they were tampered with as a child, right? And so, when you look at these pedophiles and these rapists and these racists and these Satanists, right, and they're operating through these, and remember, because they're operating through these vehicles, bro, like these vehicles that we hold sacred, or these vehicles that we claim lay to, and I didn't mean to lay on my brother, man, but I was letting them know, man, Omega Psi Phi, bro, wait a minute, bro, they got a list of niggas. They got a list of shit of people that are doing some evil fucking magic. And I'm not saying my brother Varner was with the shit, but I'm asking him, how do you feel to be associated with throwing that up, knowing they got people that's wearing that and doing those things? You feel me? Like, I wouldn't feel right calling myself Chakra Doctor if they had somebody before me that was a notorious pedophile and they called themselves Chakra Doctor. You understand what I'm saying? Like Brother Polite, you know, adamantly always says praises amen to, you know, to the pedophile, the pedophile guy in jail, York, right? And how Malachi York, and I'm a big fan of the law of attraction. I'm a big fan of you shall know a tree by the fruit that it bear, and I'm a big fan that when you are abiding by the laws of manhood, Mother Nature will provide for you and protect you as she does all her men. And when you analyze the Black community and the conscious community, man, it's overrun with sexual misconduct more than we would like to admit. Especially within the conscious community. What do you so you said this is going to wake us up, the big old calamity is going to wake us up, but when that big calamity wakes us up, what is going to be the new structure? Like, what we Black folks, what do you predict is going to be the new system that is created from us? Or do you think we will create a system? Do you think we'll be run over? Do you think that we're going to lose? Or what do you think is going to happen? What, the government is going to secede to the people and we got to start over and hold a city council and start voting for new people? Do we have to go back to Africa, like they say? Do we, do we settle down in the southern region and it's just, all the southern region is for Black folks or something? Or like, what do you think is about to happen in Black America?
We're going to be the new leaders of industry.
Hey, man, you heard it first right here. We're going to be, one more time, man, and then keep going, bro.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we're definitely going to be the new leaders of industry. It's always been in us. We've always been their magic bullet. They seem like they got it together, and it's always one of us in the background. So now, once they can really get out the way,
let's go.
We're gonna really shine. Like, our people, we really go hard. It's just, they do an excellent job at keeping that information out of the forefront. When we talk about Black history, it starts from slavery, and we have these impressions, and we see these doctored, and they massage the numbers, in terms of certain things, and now we have these images and thoughts. And it was just like we were saying, once the Black Messiah comes, and we're seeing little shifts. Like right now, Kamala Harris is the vice president.
Do you think Joe Biden is going to die and she's going to become the first the first woman president?
Now,
just a side note. That's a side note. Yes,
no. You're reading my mind. That's where I was going. Okay. Joe Biden is hella old. You know how listening audience and those who are going to catch this later. What if I told you Joe Biden is like 600? Like, how old is Joe Biden? Like he's somewhere in the sixes. He old as hell. Well, he's like 55, 9. He's old as hell. But
he already got dementia, like onsetting dementia already. Somebody told me that Joe Biden is really Obama's third term.
Oh, most indubitably.
Indubitably?
I was joking around with the 600, but he's really old. So now, if Joe Biden dies, old girl will be president. Kamala. Nancy Pelosi will be vice president.
The fuck?
Right. It goes from bad to worse. Now, here's the thing.
You're about to get gangster.
Kamala's sister is the youngest dean of a law university in American history. everybody's calling Kamala's sister the black female Robert Kennedy. If anybody knows who Robert Kennedy is the brother of John F. Kennedy. When John F. Kennedy became president, he appointed his brother attorney general. A lot of people speculate that because they're already calling her sister the black female Robert Kennedy. So what they're saying is if Biden dies, Kamala will be president, Pelosi will be vice president, and Kamala's sister will be attorney general. The three highest positions in the land. Who run the world?
Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Bro, do you think that's gonna act? So hold on. So what do you think Trump is about? So Trump has gotten these southern Republican states together to sue Joe Biden, you know, and for everybody out there, for everybody out there, please hit me up if y'all want y'all vaccine exemptions. If y'all trying to duck Bob and weave and duck the Floyd Money Mayweather jab, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up for your vaccine exemptions, you feel me? But trigger to Trump, then got these states to come together and sue Biden over this mandate shit. Do you think there will be a re-election of Trump?
Well,
or do you think Kamala and them? Do you think Joe dies? Kamala and them and the three Orion, the three queens of the Orion constellation take over the White House. Do you think Trump comes in riding on the horse, grabbing him by the pussy? What?
Trump is truly a wild card. We've seen wild cards before.
You don't think he's a puppet? Or you think he's a true wild card? You think Donald Trump is a true wild card, or do you think he is an Illuminati puppet?
I think they're all on the team.
All right, they're all on the team.
I mean, what the name of that team is, I don't know. Remember Biden's last election, he catered to black people. When he ran against Biden, he said he was going to come out with a diamond platinum plan for black people that would look a lot like reparations. I'm not sure if you heard that, but for you, the listening audience, or for those who are going to catch this later, go look up Donald Trump's black reparation diamond plan or platinum plan or something like that. Mm-hmm. However, go back to the campaign before that. Remember, Biden was campaigning and pandering to the damn rednecks with 3 teeth who had, babies with their sisters.
Right.
It was a lot of that energy. And I'm like, damn, he switched sides this election. Because that first election, he didn't say one word to black people.
Right.
So I think he's definitely part of a team. They say being president is like sex. Once you have it once, you want it again. And you'll do it, these people will do and say whatever it is they can. But at that level, they're going to have to grease palms and, oil the machine to get things done. So they have to work with the team. Crazy enough, some people speculate that the team that Biden was working with was a foreign team. That's why his thing was so off kilter. Remember, Donald Trump married a foreign woman. That was very unpatriotic of him. Donald Trump was in bed with who? The Russians. What are the Russians most famous for, other than the mafia movies, killing people like Denzel Washington? Hackers. The Russians are good at bed. Go look at who are the most popular. What race of people are the most famous hackers? The Russians. So now, they hacked the election. Oh, he's in bed with the Russians, and now the elections get hacked. Oh, what do you know? Surprise. Right. I don't know who he's in bed with, but he's a part of some team. He's not alone. He's not a lone gunman. It was a team that got JFK. I'm just talking, but you get the point.
But so they're all on the team though. You don't know what the name of the team, but they're all for one and one for all, like the three amigos.
Now I think
Three Musketeers.
For us as black people, we're seeing history repeat itself. civil war is an oxymoron. An oxymoron is opposites. If it's civil, it can't be war. If it's war, it can't be civil. There's no such thing as a civil war. But a civil war was a prime opportunity for Black people. White people were fighting each other. Because when white people see two Black people fighting, they capitalize, they monopolize. This is the art of war. And I tell you, the European is an old dog who don't like new tricks. Divide and conquer was cool then. Divide and conquer is cool now. The melanated man has not mastered this like the European has. So we saw during the Civil War where we could have capitalized on the divide and conquer. So now with this whole a certain group of white people against another group of white people, I feel like they felt when they see Black people fighting Black people, yeah, kill each other, help us. When y'all kill each other, it helps me out, and I'm gonna capitalize and use you two against each other to further my agenda, brother. This is a great time for us.
So you don't believe we can all get along?
No. That's not the way nature works. Nature, that's a utopian society. That was the whole problem with democracy. With communism. Not saying I love communism, but communism looks great on paper.
Before you go there, I want to ask you this though. So where does the average white American fits into the fall, the crash? When they fail us, I know they're failing themselves as well. What happens to the average tax-paying white person when this shift of power, or when these economic events take place?
During 9/11, the people in the Middle East were chanting, or after the 9/11 thing took place. They were in the streets yelling something to this effect: head of gold, body of stone, feet of clay. You know where that comes from?
Huh?
Head of stone. Head of gold, chest of stone. I think it's legs of bronze. I don't know, but feet of clay. That comes from the story of Babylon. Head of gold. This thing is very smart. It knows how to make money. Body of stone. It's impenetrable. You can't defeat this nation with a military. Feet of clay. This nation has a weak foundation. Right. Gold is heavy. Stone is heavy. I think the legs are bronze. Bronze is heavy. Clay can't support all of those heavy materials. So you're going to crumble under your own might, under your own weight. So now remember, they have the keys of industry. They're going to lose the keys of industry. The European, by the time they get to 5th grade, they know approximately 10,000 more words than our children do. One word that our people don't know is nepotism. Once they lose the keys of industry and we get those keys of industry, we're going to practice nepotism. They're not going to have anything in this country. They're going to leave the country. They're going to leave the country in mass. They're going to leave the country in drove. They're going to do what blood does. Blood coagulates. Remember, in about 10 years or less, the European is going to be the minority in America. The family, they've always been the minority, but now the gig is up. The jig is up. Once they lose the keys of industry, once they lose the power of media, we're going to see eventually the smoke will clear and you're going to see the mirrors.